My name is Christina, and I'm with my husband Lasse. We'll be taking you through a Kickstarter yoga class for today, and that could mean that you could have it any time of the day where you need a quick boost of energy and some movement of the spine through extension, and so that we can actually go on with the rest of the day with more energy and perhaps more positive outlook. So we will go through our breath and movement, and it will be a 30 to 40 minute class, and we will start with our favorite pose, which is called Child's Pose. So I'm going to ask Lasse to come into Child's Pose where his knees are on a blanket. So if you can grab a blanket, you'll need, a bolster or a pillow and 2 blocks. Alright. Alright, now if you feel that you're stretching too much on your calves, you can grab a block and sit on the block. So Lasse can get 1 block and place it on his sit bones. He's going to make his feet as wide as his hips, knees as wide as his hips for now. And then he's going to reach the arms up, all the way up. And then he's going to lean far forward until he can press his hands onto the floor and come into Child's Pose. Alright. He's going to widen his knees slightly until he can feel the side ribs rest on the tops of his thighs. And he can flex even much more as bringing his sit bones towards the block or his sit bones towards the heels of your feet. Now, you can place the bolster, so Lasse lift your head, and then place a bolster either in your belly or, if you wish, just on your forehead. Now, the idea is to sink. Imagine that gravity is bearing down on the surface area of your back so that you're sinking your sit bones towards the blocks or towards the heels of your feet. And then you can crawl your arms forward for an active Child's Pose and press every single finger down, fanning the fingers apart from each other, and then pressing the palms down and feeling the forearms lift. Let the forehead rest on the bolster, let the belly rest, and allow the side ribs to once more rest on the tops of your thighs. And then just feel the body where it's at. Just notice how the hips feel, the lower back, the shoulders, the neck, and just see where any resistances are, where there's any tension, where there's any stress, and just acknowledge those areas for now. Once more, sit bones sinking down into the heels of your feet, belly soften, side ribs rest, hands pressing down, and then we start to breathe. Inhaling through your nose, into the belly, into the lungs, into the top of your chest, and then exhaling through your mouth, letting the breath go, slowly releasing your breath. You can move your bolster forehead or take it out at this point if you're having a hard time breathing. Alright, and then slowly inhaling, pressing with your hands, breathing through the nose, inhaling to the belly, to the top of your chest, exhaling through the mouth, letting the body sink deeper into your Child's Pose, feeling the forearms sink. Inhaling, pressing the palms, feeling the forearms lift, breathing through your nose, into the belly, into the chest. Exhaling through the mouth, letting the breath go, feeling the heat release through the body as you slowly exhale through your mouth. Inhaling, filling up the lungs, the back body, the armpits, the back of the neck, lifting yourself through the breath. This time, close your mouth, exhale through your nose, hearing your breath as you release through the sound of your breath. Inhaling slowly, expanding, widening, filling up the breath into the inner arms, the outer arms, breathing through the shoulders, the neck, the hips, the belly, feeling the entire body expand, and then you hold yourself full on this inhale. As you exhale through your nose, you contract the base of your throat so you hear your breath. You lift the pelvic floor, you draw the belly in. You feel the diaphragm lift to release, and you feel your breath escape. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhaling for 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 cycles on your own, activating your yogic breath, using the inhales to fill up the body and expand, using the exhales to soften the body as you release. slowly, looking halfway up, pressing into the hands, and then coming into tabletop. So you're gonna release the block, bring the knees directly underneath your hips, tops of your feet on the mat, and spread the fingers. Alright, curl the toes now, and feel the flexing of the toes, and then feel the shins try to press into the floors as the heels try to reach the back of the room. Look at your hands, spread them the fingers apart. Press the index finger and the thumb down, especially the mound between the index finger, and press it down. And then slowly you're going to go through your cat and cow. Inhale, curl the tailbone, arch the back, draw the shoulder blades together, look up to the tip of your nose. Exhale, curl the tailbone, round the back, push into the hands and feel the upper back reach the ceiling as you drop your chin into your chest. Inhaling, curl the tailbone, squeeze the shoulder blades, open up the chest, look to the tip of your nose. Exhale, start with the tailbone, curl it in. Push into the mat, widen that upper back, draw your chin into your chest. 2 more on your own, inhaling, opening up. And then as you exhale, when you curl the tailbone, you lift the knees slightly off the floor, just a little bit. And then inhale, reach forward, open up the chest, look to your nose. Exhale, draw the belly to the lower back as you curl and lift the knees slightly off the floor. Breathing in, knees off the floor, beautiful. 2 more on your own, starting to wake up the spine and the core, opening up, imagining from the tip of the skull all the way to the tailbone, every single vertebra, and feeling the muscles attached to the spine radiating across the body, waking up, and from that center of your chest as you open up. 1 more, rounding, really feeling that rounding of the chest, chin to chest. Inhaling, tailbone reaches up, sit bones spread, open up, and then look down and come into neutral. So starting to draw the belly in, a little bit of the squeeze of the shoulder blades, and then extending through the neck, curling the toes, lifting the knees off the floor, and coming into your first downward dog. So keeping the knees off the floor, you want to keep a steep incline from your hands all the way to the hips, and you're trying to bring the belly to the tops of your thighs. Bend your knees, reach the belly of your thighs, push into the hands, and then walk your dog. Bend one knee, straighten the other leg. And as you bend one knee, you feel the heel of the other foot reach. And then slowly bend, pushing the mat forward. And as if the hands are glued to the mat, you try to widen the mat apart. And the inner arms, they roll open. And the hips go up, the thighs push back. And then you settle in the down dog where the spine is long, but the hamstrings are somehow released by bending the knees and trying to reach the heels to the floor. On your next inhale, you gaze forward, you shift your shoulders over your wrists, you come into plank. The heels push back, the inner thighs reach up, the belly reaches, beautiful here. From the tops of your thighs, exhaling slowly, downward facing dog. Pushing the mat, widening the mat with the hands, inhaling. Exhale, gazing forward, moving into plank, top for push-up, shoulders directly over your wrists. You're breathing here. Thinking of the right inner thigh and the right big toe, inhale, lift the right leg up, 3-legged plank. Exhale, bend that right knee into your chest, you round the back, you push, and then you straighten the leg all the way back to 3-legged dog. Hips are neutral, leg is straight, and then slowly right foot down, downward facing dog. Inhale, you move forward once more, move into plank, shoulders over your wrists, you're looking forward. From the left inner thigh to the left big toe, lift that left leg up. Inhale here, exhale, bend that left knee into your chest, you round the back, you widen the upper back, and then you straighten the left leg into 3-legged dog, hips are neutral, toes facing down. Exhale, left foot down, downward facing dog. Breathing here. Inhale, you look forward, you glide into plank, top for push-up. Squeezing a little bit of the shoulder blades here, widening the mat with the hands and the feet. Inhale, right leg lifts, 3-leg plank. Exhale, bend that right knee into your chest, round the back, look forward. Gently step the right foot through between the hands. Come into your fingertips, bring the left knee down. Alright. Now release the left toes. Come into your fingertips and like a runner's lunge. With your right thumb, scoop the right buttock under and draw the hip into the midline. Draw the belly in, reach your left arm forward, reach your right arm forward, hook the thumbs, pull the thumbs apart, Bend those elbows, and then on your inhale, you lift yourself up into low lunge. And then you come into cactus arms. Alright, flexing the biceps. Now, right knee over the right ankle. Draw the belly in, draw the tailbone down. Inhale, extend the arms to the side like a letter D. Rotate the palms up into the ceiling and extend through the sides of your waist. Inhale here, exhale, reach the arms all the way up. Hook the thumbs again, pull the thumbs apart. Lift the side of your waist. Now you'll draw your belly in, and then you'll coil into your back bend. So the coil comes from underneath the shoulder blades, lifting. The sternum reaches up, and it's like a coil, a thoracic coil. Breathing here, looking to the tip of your nose. Feeling the stretch in the left hip flexors. And then slowly release the hook, arms to a T. See the arms to the corners of your eyes. Lift the chin. Inhale, exhale, twisting to the right. Bring your left hand on your right knee, right hand on your lower back. Draw that tailbone down to the back of the left knee. Lift that belly up to your chin. Breathe fully through the front of your chest and then squeeze your shoulder blades. Inhale. Exhale, slowly twist. From the left hip to your right rib cage, opening up. And then on your inhale, you look forward, gaze forward, reach the arms all the way up. Reach, and then you lean forward till your belly feels on your thighs, hands flat onto the floor. Curl the back toes, straighten the back leg. Now stay here. Feel the back leg reach back. Feel the left thigh reach up. Look forward. Step into plank. Exhale from the tops of your thighs, downward facing dog. Breathing here. Catching your breath. Inhaling for 4. Exhaling for 6. Inhale once more. You gaze forward. You lift the belly. You move into plank. Top for push-up. From that left inner thigh, lift that left leg up. Bend that left knee into your chest, round the back, look forward, gently step the left foot through between the hands. Bring the right knee down, come into your fingertips. Alright, with your left thumb, scoop that left buttock under and into the midline. Hug that hip in. Bring the right arm forward, extend. Reach the left arm forward, reach. Hook the other thumb in front. Keep a bend in the elbow, and then from the belly, you rise up into your low lunge, all the way up. Belly up, tailbone down, beautiful. Knee over the ankle. Now, gluing that left foot and that right shin, try to drag them towards each other. Very nice. Inhale, exhale, flex the biceps. Breathe. And then lift even taller through the chin. And then on your inhale, reach up, hook the thumbs again, lift up, and come into your back bend. The coiling from the upper back to the middle back. And then allowing the chest to open up by squeezing the shoulder blades. Lifting the side of the waist. Inhale. Looking through the tip of your nose. Release the hook. Arms to T. Rotate the biceps. Inhale. Exhale. Twist to the left. Right hand on your left knee. Left hand on your back. The tailbone draws down to the back of the right knee so the pelvis from the frontal part lifts up. Inhale. You keep the back of your neck long. Soften the gaze. Exhale, softly twist. And pushing that right hand into that knee and using that to draw that right shoulder blade into the midline. Inhale here. Exhale, look forward. Inhale, feel the twist in the body. Exhale, unwind. Inhale, arms all the way up, reach. Exhale, lean forward, come into your fingertips as we come forward. Curl the back toes, straighten the back leg. Feel that back heel push back, right thigh push up. Inhale, exhale, step the right foot to meet the left. Come forward, Right foot to meet the left. Inhale, hands on your thighs, half forward fold. Alright, feel your hamstrings. So shift the weight slightly into the balls of your feet. Spread the toes. And then lift the sit bones even higher as you press the tops of your thighs back with the hands. Claw the toes down. Draw the belly to your chin, and then squeeze the elbows to the waist, and open up the chest as you gaze forward. Inhale through the back of the legs, and then as you exhale, you bend your knees till the belly touches the thighs. You come into your fingertips like cupcake hands. You drop your head looking between your legs. You lift the toes of your feet, and you lift through the inner thighs. And then claw the toes down, inhale. As you exhale, you lift the sit bones. You lift the kneecaps, and then you use the quads to straighten the knees. Breathing here. Long breaths. hands on your hips, look to your nose, and then on your inhale, roll yourself up, stacking your spine, each vertebra, gazing forward, roll the arms open, arms to the side. Standing tall in your Tadasana, breathing in and breathing out. Okay, now that we're warmed up, we're going to move through our sun salutes, which is really to generate more heat, to wake up the body, and to really create this combustion in the body, this boost of energy, to wake up the legs that we're going to use all day. So this is a grounding practice which will focus on this plane. Alright, so Lasse is going to stand in Tadasana, mountain pose, the blueprint of all standing poses. Feet are hip distance apart, second toe lines up with the center of his knee, his shin, and the center of his thigh and his hip bones. Now he's going to look down at his feet and spread his toes and lift his toes. And he's going to try to spread the big toe away from the pinky toe. And then he's going to use that energy in the top of his feet to wake up the kneecaps, the thighs push back, and then he's going to press the toes down like he wants to find every part of that middle part of the toe pressing down into the floor and slightly claw the mat. So he feels like the arches lift. The kneecaps lift, the thighs push back, like wearing a wetsuit. You're zipping up from your belly or Spanx, all the way to the top of your chest. You hold onto your floating ribs, they're the lowest ribs you can find, and you use that to lift the side of your waist up, to lengthen that lower back, and then you draw the belly in to lift and keep that lower back in place. And then you soften the shoulders, you release the arms to the side, and then you lift your chin slightly, you roll the arms open so the biceps and palms face forward, and you adjust your gaze, zooming into this line of focus. And then you remember your breath, inhaling, expanding, widening, and then slowly releasing that yogic breath through the tip of your nose, through the nose as you release the breath. Inhaling, pressing into your feet, grounding, circling the arms all the way up, reaching the arms, pressing the palms above you. As you exhale, you bring your hands to your chest, bending at the knees, hinging from the hips, and then you bring your fingertips onto the floor. With your fingertips on the floor, you drop your head, you release your head. You shake your head until you feel both sides of your neck release, letting go, opening and closing your mouth, letting the jaw drop, and just feeling the weight of your head sink down into the floor. And then you close your mouth, just gently letting the lips touch. And then as you exhale, you slowly lift the sit bones, keeping the hands on the floor. Lift the kneecaps, and then try to straighten the legs. Feeling the hamstrings with the quads. Inhaling, exhaling, going deeper. On your inhale, bring the hands to the tops of your thighs. So find the fold of your thigh and your waist, and press the wrist there, the fold of the wrist. And then press the hands to straighten the legs. Clip the elbows to your body, squeeze the shoulder blades, lengthen the crown of your head, inhaling. Exhale, bend your knees, fingertips once more to the floor. Bend your knees, drop your head. Exhale, straighten your legs. And then on your inhale, you push into your feet. You circle the arms all the way up. You lift yourself up. You reach all the way up. The hands touch. You look up. Hands to prayer to your chest. You gaze forward. Bring the arms to the side. Standing tall. Inhale, reaching the arms all the way up, lengthening. Exhaling, releasing the breath, bending at the knees, hinging at the hips, dropping your head. Belly touches the thighs. Exhale, try to straighten your legs. Inhale, hands on your thighs. Reach to the crown of your head. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Open up. Exhale, bend your knees again. Hands on the floor. Drop your head. Exhale, straighten your legs. Inhale, you rise, grounding on your feet, stacking each of your vertebrae, rising through the fingertips, the hands touch. Exhale, hands to prayer, look forward, hands to the side, ground zero. Adding on, inhale, reaching the arms all the way up, lifting. Exhale, going far forward, hinging at the hips, bending at the knees, the sit bones remain high, fingertips on the floor. Exhale, you straighten your legs. Inhale, the hands on your thighs, you reach your chest, your chin forward. Exhale, keep the chest forward, bend the knees. Flatten the hands on the floor, so you have to bend your knees a lot. You're looking forward, step the right foot back, bring the right knee down. Now hugging the right hip in, bring the arms forward in line with your ears. Feeling from the belly all the way to your chin, you rise up into your low lunge, all the way up. Tail going down, belly up, dragging the left foot to your right knee. Inhale, reach, hook the thumbs, pull the thumbs apart, lift through the elbows, feel that belly draw in, and then coil into your back bend, all the way up, looking to the tip of your nose. Long breaths. Exhaling, looking forward, releasing the hook, hands on the floor. Flatten the hands, curl the back toes, straighten the back leg. Feel the heel push back, the inner right thigh reach up without looking back, left foot steps back into plank. Inhale here. Breathing in, the thighs reach up, squeeze the shoulder blades. Exhale from the tops of your thighs, down dog. Once more. Pushing the mat forward, lifting the forearms, widening the mat with the hands, sit bones go higher, thighs reach to the back of the room. Inhale, look forward, move to plank. From the right inner thigh to the right big toe, lift that right leg up, three-legged plank. Lift that right leg, so I was pushing it to the back wall. Inhale here, exhale, bend that right knee into your chest, round that back, look forward, step the right foot through between the hands. Bring the left knee down, until the left toes come into your fingertips. Hugging that right hip in, arms forward in line with your ears. Feel the strength from the belly. Inhale, you rise up into your low lunge. Tailbone down, belly up, pressing that left shin down, dragging the right foot to the left knee. Inhale, hook the thumbs, the other thumb is on top. Lift, side of your waist, back bend, coil. So from underneath the frontal rib cage, coiling up into the sternum, underneath the back ribs, lifting up, coiling. Exhale, looking forward, hands flat onto the floor, looking forward, curl the back toes, straighten the back leg. On your exhale, step the left foot to meet the right. Inhale, hands on your thighs, reach to your chest, squeeze those shoulder blades. Exhale from the hips, hinge, bend the knees, fingertips on the floor. Now as the fingertips on the floor, as if you want to push that mat forward so you flex deeper into the hips. Sit bones go higher, you straighten your legs, exhale. Inhale, hands on your thighs, reach to your chest. Exhale, bend your knees again. Fingertips now flat onto the floor, dropping your head. Pushing the mat forward, exhale, straighten your legs. And then inhale, you press into your feet, you rise. Feel the lightness of the hands as they reach up, get tall. Hands to prayer, look forward. Hands to the side. Side B. Inhale, reach the arms up into the Hasta, into Dasana. Exhale, hinging from the hips, bending at the knees. Fingertips and hands flat into the floor. Exhale, straighten your legs. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, hands on your thighs, press through your shins, all the way belly reaching forward. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, bend your knees, hands flat on the floor. You're looking forward. This time, left leg steps back. Hug that right hip in already. Bring the left knee down. Release the left toes, arms forward. Inhale, you rise up. Belly down, tailbone down, dragging the right foot to the left, hooking the thumbs, moving into your back bend slowly. Starting to feel from the belly to your sternum lengthen up to your chin. And feeling from underneath that chest lift up. Looking forward, hands on the floor. Curling the back toes, straighten the back leg. Feel the left thigh reach up without looking back. Step back into plank. Inhale here. Exhale, downward facing dog. Trying to feel that top of the thigh push up and back. Come forward into plank, top of push up. You're lifting forward from the belly to your chin. From the left inner thigh, lift the left leg up. Three-legged plank. Bend that left knee into your chest. Round that back, look forward, step the left foot through. Hug that left hip in as you bring the right knee down. Release the right toes, arms forward in line with your ears. From the belly, inhale, you rise up. Hugging that left hip in, tailbone down, belly up. Dragging that left foot to the right foot. Hook the thumbs, back bend. You can keep a bend in that elbow. So you get the lift in the side of your waist. You feel the length from the belly to your chin. You feel the lift from underneath the shoulder blades. Bring that breastbone up into the ceiling. Looking forward, exhale, hands on the floor. You're going to come forward, curl the back toes, straighten the back leg. Inhale first. Exhale, step the right foot to meet the left. Inhale, hands on your thighs, half forward fold, Ardha Uttanasana. Elbows towards your body, chin forward. Exhale, bend from the knees, hinge from the hips, hands flat onto the floor, forward fold. Push the mat forward, exhale, straighten the legs. Feel the grounding on your feet, rooting down. Inhale, you rise, filling up the breath from your feet, your legs, the lower back, the middle back, the upper back, the crown of your head. Exhale, hands to prayer. Right hand on your belly, left hand on your heart. Close your eyes. Inhaling slowly. Exhaling. Inhaling slowly, filling up the belly to your chin. Exhale, keeping that length as you slowly release the breath. Inhaling slowly. Exhaling. Inhaling. Slow exhale. And then very gently, blink your eyes open. Now we're gearing up for our peak. And you're going to need 2 blocks. So you're going to have 1 block on each side of the front of the mat. And we left off with you breathing. So anytime that you feel the heart is pumping or you need to take a breath, always pause for a breath. And that would mean even if in the middle of the class you need to take a child's pose, please do so. So the pose in the beginning of the class is the go-to pose when you need to catch your breath, or you can stand tall. Now imagine that you had an extra set of hands, and that's an extra set of hands in his back body. So when we breathe, we're not just breathing in the front body and feeling the puffing of the chest and the belly. Imagine the entire spectrum on your upper back, breathing into that lung space, that you can actually feel as if you had an extra set of hands. You're feeling and breathing into that, and even into the lower back. So breathe into the entire spectrum of the body, even just by imagining it. So now we're going to continue with our breathing, catching our yogic breath, this time with our eyes open, and we bring our arms to the side. As we move through Sun Salute C, and we continue to build the grounding of our legs. Alright, Tadasana, mountain pose. Standing tall, feeling the 4 corners of each foot, grounding through the inner and outer arches of your feet, lifting the kneecaps as the thighs press back, zipping up to the belly to your chin, and feeling the support now from underneath that shoulder blades. Lift that back body up all the way to the back of your neck, that your jaw is still relaxed and your gaze is soft. Inhale, reach the arms up, press the palms. Exhale, hinging from the hips, bending at the knees. Fingertips on the floor. Exhale, straighten your legs. Inhale, hands on your thighs, reach to your chest. Your chest is parallel to the floor. Keep your chest reaching forward. Exhale, bend your knees, hands flat onto the floor. Step the right foot back. Step the right knee down. Bring the right knee down. Inhale, arms forward, hug the left hip in for balance. You rise up into your low lunge. Dragging the left foot to the right knee, lifting even higher, hooking the thumbs, coming to your back bend, reach. Alright, now feel the leg from your belly all the way to your chin, and feel that stretch in that right hip flexors, and the right thigh all the way to the right hip, breathing here. And then slowly you're going to look forward, you're going to release the hook. You're going to keep the arms reaching up as if you were trying to grab onto something in the ceiling. You're going to curl the right toes. You're going to push the right heel back. And as you lift from the belly, you rise up into your crescent. Alright. Interlace the fingers behind your head. Cup your skull and lift. Open up the elbows. Draw the belly in. Inhale. And then as you exhale, you bend the right knee 2 inches off the floor. Inhale, you lift from the belly up and straighten that right leg. Exhale, you bend. Inhale, you reach. Exhale, you bend. And then inhale, you reach. Press the right thigh back and up. Feel the right heel lift up. Drag that left foot to your right foot. Release the arms to a T. And then inhale, rotate the biceps up. And then slowly rise up. Reach. Crescent warrior. Breathe.
Keeping the back leg strong and straight. You lean far forward, you hug that left hip in, hands on the floor. Step back into plank. 2 breaths here. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing here, long breaths. Feeling now the legs get maybe a little bit straighter. Pressing the thighs back even more, the tops of the thighs, the heels pushing down, feeling the toes awaken. Inhale, move forward into plank, top for push-up. Looking forward, lift the right leg up. Bend that right knee into your chest, step it through. Bring the left knee down, hug that hip in, arms forward. And then slowly lifting up. Alright, reaching all the way up, belly up, tailbone down. Interlace your fingers behind your head. Open up the elbows, open up the chest. Curl the back toes. Straighten the back leg. Move into crescent warrior. Breathing here. Arms up, you reach. And then this time you're going to bend the left knee 2 inches off the floor. Inhale, straighten the back leg, lift up. Exhale, bend that left knee. Inhale, you rise. Exhale, bend. And then inhale, you rise. Feel the back thigh press back. Reach your arms all the way up. Drag the right foot to the left foot. Inhale. And then hook the thumbs. Pull the thumbs apart, come into your back. Breathe. Looking forward. Hands on the floor. Stepping forward, step the left foot forward. Inhale, hands on your thighs, reach to your chest. Exhale, hinge into the hips, bending at the knees. This time, hands flat onto the floor. Drop your head. Exhale, straighten your legs. Inhale, you rise, reaching the arms all the way up. Reach up. Hands to prayer. Hands to the side. Inhale, reach the arms up, all the way up. Exhale, folding into your forward fold. Hands flat onto the floor. Pushing the mat forward with the hands. Exhale, straightening your legs. Inhale, hands on your thighs, reach to your chest. Exhale, hands flat onto the floor. You're looking forward, step the right foot back. Stay here. Arms forward, hug the left hip in. And then inhale, crescent warrior, all the way up. Breathing here. Now, you're going to seal the edge of the right foot. You're going to keep the right foot 45 degrees. So bring that right foot slightly in. Keeping the edge of the right foot glued, the inner right thigh rolls back to the back of the room. The left knee bends, the belly lifts, and now you're in warrior one. Feeling the inner right thigh rotate to the back of the room so the right hip comes forward. Feeling the sides of the waist grow long, and then come into your back bend from underneath the shoulder blades, breathing into warrior one. And then as you exhale, you lean far forward, you grab your blocks. Place it on each side of your foot, shoulder distance apart. On your inhale, you press your hands into the block, you draw your chest forward like a back bend, and you're like a half forward fold. Inhale. Exhale, fold till your belly touches the thighs. And then move your blocks slightly back, so they're directly underneath your shoulders now. And then on your exhale, as you hug that left hip in, you straighten the left leg. Dance forward fold. Breathing here. So that left thigh, from the top of the left thigh pushes back, the hugging of the left hip in. That right inner thigh rolls to the back of the room, and then you still lengthen through the lower back. Squeeze the shoulder blades a bit, and then exhale, you fold. Breathing. And lift the toes of the left foot. Feel that calf muscle support the knee when the hamstring is now really extending. Breathing here. And then as you exhale, you bend your knees. Hug that left hip in, arms forward. You come back into warrior one. All the way up, reach. And then you look up. Open up the chest, breathing here. And then as you exhale, hands flat into the floor. Move the blocks to the side. Step into plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Alright, closing your eyes. Feeling the body now. Feeling the length of the lower back all the way as you press the hands down, widening the mat with the hands and the feet. Breathing here. Inhale, move to plank, top for push-up. Lift that right leg up. Bend that right knee into your chest, round it back, step the right foot through between the hands. Alright. Feel the back leg go long and back. Both arms forward, hug the right hip in. And then inhale, you rise up, crescent warrior, all the way up. Now, keep that right hip hugging in, and then seal now the edge of the left foot. Shorten the stance if you need to. Adjust, you can move your right foot slightly to the right, the class is doing. Feel the edge of the left foot seal, but that left inner thigh rolls to the back of the room. The right hip moves back as the right knee bends. You lift the chest, look to your nose, and then coil into your back. Warrior one. Breathing here, long breaths. Inhaling, exhaling. And then very slowly you're going to lean far forward. You're going to grab the blocks, place it on each side of your foot. Spread the fingers, keep the knee bent, belly in your thighs. Inhale, reach your chest forward. Exhale, move your blocks back. So they're a little bit more. Bend your elbows and then fold on your belly. Move your blocks slightly back. Inhale, exhale, straighten that right leg slowly. So keep that left inner thigh rolling to the back of the room. Right top of the right thigh pushes back. You can lift the toes of the right foot. So you can feel the calf muscle support the knee as you try to really breathe into the back of your legs. You want the spine to remain long, and then you focus the softness of the breath. Inhaling slowly, exhaling. And then you're going to bend the right knee, and then inhale, you rise up, warrior one. All the way up, reach up. And then on your exhale, hands on the floor, move the blocks to the side. You're going to step forward, step the left foot forward. Inhale, half forward fold, hands on your thighs, feel the hamstrings. Exhale, bend your knees, hands flat into the floor, drop your head. Exhale, straighten your legs. Inhale, you rise, reach the arms all the way up, reaching up. Hands touch, hands to prayer, hands to the side. Moving on, inhale, reach the arms up, all the way up, lengthen. Exhale, forward folding, bending at the knees, hinging from the hips. Hands flat onto the floor. Exhale, straighten your legs. Inhale, hands to the thighs, reach to your chest. Exhale, left leg steps back. Stay here. Inhale, rise up into your crescent warrior, all the way up, reach. Alright, lifting the belly, feeling the back leg strong and straight. Now you're going to keep your arms in line with your ears and the back leg really straight as you hinge far forward, belly in your thighs, hugging that right hip in. You're going to look a foot away from your mat. You're going to shift slightly forward. You're on the tiptoe of your left foot. You're going to use your hamstring to lift that left leg up, and then you straighten the right leg into warrior three. Inhaling here, the inner left thigh reaches up, the right thigh pushes back. As you exhale, you bend the right knee. You seal the edge of the left foot. You rise up into your warrior one, all the way up. Breathing slowly. Long inhales, extended exhales. Looking forward, hands flat on the floor, moving into your plank. Inhale here, breathing to the top of your chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale, then come forward into plank, top for push-up. Left leg lifts. Exhale, bend that left knee into your chest, round it back, step it through. Hugging that left hip in as you rise into crescent warrior, all the way up. Alright, lifting the belly, tailbone down to the back of the right heel. Inhale here, exhale, lean far forward till the belly touches the thigh, hugging the left hip in. Pushing the right heel back. Shifting slightly forward on the tip of the right foot. Lift that right leg up from the right inner thigh. Straighten that left leg. Keep rolling the right inner thigh and flex that hip as you hug that left hip in. Inhale here. On your exhale, you bend that left knee. You seal the edge of the right foot. You lift the belly up. You rise up into warrior one. The right inner thigh rolls back. The left knee goes deeper. And you breathe through the center of your chest. Soften your gaze. Exhale, hands on the floor. Stepping back into plank. Last plank of the day. Inhale here. Exhale, down dog. Closing the eyes.
Starting to feel the lift in the forearms support you even more. Widening through the chest, tops of the thighs, letting the head go. Inhale here, lion's breath, exhale through your mouth, let it go. Inhale here, one more time, exhale. And then on your exhale, come into your child's pose. You can sit on the block or release the toes. And then let the forehead rest. Forearms now reaching on the floor. And just feeling the sit bones ground into your heels of your feet. Feeling the length of your spine. Feeling now that flexion of the hips. The inner thighs rolling open. The elbows soft. The neck soft. And you start to feel that length in your spine all the way from the tailbone to the base of your neck. And then breathing into the back lungs. Inhaling slowly. Exhaling. And feeling the breath in the rounding of the back. Around the body, through the waist, through the hips, through the inner thighs, through the spreading of the toes. And staying here in your child's pose for a few breaths. Eyes soft, jaw relaxed. Lines in the eyebrows disappear. Okay, as you lay here in child's pose, starting to now know that we are cooling down. Starting to feel the body soften into the mat. Starting to feel the softness of the fingertips. And then very, very gently, you're going to roll yourself up to seated. And you're going to swing your legs forward and lie on your backs. Alright. So you want the heels of your feet to reach the corners of the mat, and then roll the inner thighs. Lengthen through the crown of your head towards the back mat, and then roll the arms open. Now, as you lay here, you roll the arms open, you open up the chest. Alright. You're going to bend your knees, and you're going to plant your feet underneath your knees. And you're going to find the four corners of your feet pressing down, knees in line with your hips. And then on your inhale, you're going to press into your feet. You're going to lift your tailbone up, the lower back, the middle back, the upper back, as if your chest wants to reach the back of the room. And then you interlace your fingers underneath your chest, on your back body, and then you press the forearms, the triceps down. You keep the inner thighs rolling down the four corners of your feet. And once more, back bend from the upper back to your chin as the back of your head presses down. And then you breathe. You breathe through the back lungs, breathing all the way from the space between the floor, feeling the chest open up, and then the inner thighs roll down as you press on your feet. Few more cycles of breath here, and really getting your breath from the center of your chest across the rib cage into the back lungs. And then on your exhale, you're going to release the fingertips, arms to the side, upper back, middle back, lower back goes down. Alright, and then slowly you're going to come into happy baby. Grab the outsides of your feet, elbows between the knees. Flex your biceps, bring the knees to the sides of your waist. Keeping the biceps flexed, try to straighten the legs. And then breathe through the back of those legs. And then very slowly with your peace fingers, grab your big toes. Pull the heels of your feet up into the ceiling. And then breathe through the back of those legs, long inhales. We're going to end with a gentle twist. You're going to hug your knees into your chest. Lift your head and shoulders off the floor. Breathing here. And then slowly you're going to roll your head back down. You're going to bring your arms to a T or cactus. And then you're going to drop your knees to the left first. Shimmy your hips, stack one hip over the other. And then allow yourselves to breathe from that left hip all the way to the right shoulder. Opening up from the center of your chest, softening that left jaw, the left cheek. And then breathing through that spine, opening up. Slow, soft breaths. And then on your next inhale, you bring your knees back up to center, shimmy your hips to the left, drop both knees to the right, stacking hips over each other. You can bring your right hand on your knee, open up that left chest, and then breathe through the softness of your neck, your jaw, your cheeks, allowing your breath to spread through the center of your chest. Inhaling and exhaling slowly. Starting to soften the lines in the forehead, the jaw, creases of the eyelids disappear. And starting to feel the breath also in the back body through that twist. And then very, very slowly, inhale, come back to center. And then roll the knees in their sockets. Oh, sorry, the thigh bones in their sockets by rolling the knees around, clockwise, counterclockwise. And then hugging the knees into your chest, lifting your head and shoulders off the floor. Giving yourself one big hug, one big inhale through your nose. And as you exhale, you let your legs go. You place the bolster underneath your legs. You can place a blanket underneath your head. Lift your head. And then you can place anything that will give you a sense of softness and comfort as you lay into the floor. You feel the weight of the arms rest. And if you have another pillow, you can do so and place it over. So you can let the weight of the arms sink into the floor. The back of the knees resting onto the softness of the bolster. And you feel now that center of your chest really broadening, opening up. Back of your head goes heavy. Shoulders sink into the floor. And then feeling the weight of the entire body sink. That you start to feel the back of the knees sink into the bolster. The weight of the heels of the feet into the mat. And feeling the back body, the back of the head sink deeper. Starting to let go of your yogic breath. Starting to shift the mind into witnessing the breath. Perhaps hearing, listening to the rhythm of your own breath in its natural pace. Starting to notice the rising and the falling of the chest with your own natural breath. Starting to soften the face. The lines in the forehead, they disappear. The creases of the eyelids soften as the eyeballs rest in the socket. And just starting to feel the body sink. Starting to feel the body get heavy and surrender. And just starting to watch your thoughts. Observe how you feel. You surrender. Shavasana. wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes. Just starting to come back to the present moment. Starting to deepen your breath once more, feeling it in the body. And just very slowly, just lengthening your legs, pointing your toes, flexing your feet. And bringing the arms up and over towards the back of the room. Just starting to feel your length, your width, and that whole spectrum of space across the body, radiating beyond the body. Very slowly, you're going to bend both knees into your chest. You're going to keep the right hand overhead and keep your left hand on your belly. And you're going to slowly roll over to the right side into fetal position, resting your head on your right arm. And just feeling the weight of the body and that soft, gentle feeling in your face. And then very, very slowly at your own time, you're going to use your left hand to press down to the floor. You're going to use that to rise up into seated. And then you're going to come up and sit. Sitting tall, hands on your thighs. Keeping the eyes closed, lifting your belly to your chin. And then bringing your hands to prayer position, your chest. Lifting your heart, bowing your head, and with gratitude for the practice, for this wonderful opportunity to discover our own bodies, for this wonderful space to breathe and to get more energy, and to root ourselves down to the earth and rise above that. Lifting our heart, lifting our head with a gratitude to ourselves for the time and focus we put in today, we thank ourselves. Gently blink your eyes open. Namaste. Thank you. And we shall see you again. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of day.